Chapter 230. Emma was in jitters as she listened to their banter and interjected, "Mr. Diesel, Alex helps out a lot at home. Also, please call me Miss Richard. Calling me by my first name sounds very unprofessional. What does he do at home, anyway? Go to the market? Cooking? Laundry?" Jake laughed sarcastically. "Emma, if your husband has a hard time finding a job, my company happens to be recruiting security now. You can let him try." Then, he continued with a mocking grin, "Emma, if I were you, I would not have married a man who doesn't even have a secure job. I would have divorced this loser a long time ago." Emma frowned in dismay, but before she could speak, she felt an abrupt chill coming from beside her. She turned around and saw Alex stand up with a smile on his face as he said to Jake, "Mr. Diesel, your reputation precedes you. Now that I finally have the honor of meeting you, indeed, your personality matches your reputation perfectly. I also have something to say to you, Mr. Diesel." Jake's lips curled downward into a frown. "What is it?" He bet that Alex the loser would not dare to do anything to him. Alex put his hands on the table, leaned forward slightly, and said with a sly smile, "What I want to say is, being a person, you can be useless or incompetent, but you must have a moral standard. Because if you don't, you're not a human, but an animal." He then held the mushroom soup that had just been served with both hands and poured it over Jake's head, his face blank and emotionless. Jake wailed in pain and jumped up abruptly as the hot soup scalded his head and face. Emma was utterly shocked by the commotion. She quickly composed herself and called the waiter to bring napkins. The steaming hot soup had scalded Jake's face, and it ran down his neck and into his clothes. The sticky soup drenched his head and clothes, and there was even a piece of mushroom sticking to his glasses. Jake wailed continually in agony and pain. The manager rushed over with a few waiters and was stunned by the scene. He quickly ushered the waiters to help clean up the mess. Jake took off his glasses and pointed to Alex, yelling, "What the fuck?" Then, he took out his phone and made a call. "Hey, Roy, get some guys and come to rooftop right now. I need to teach a poor bugger a lesson." Upon hearing him make the phone call, Emma quickly apologized to Jake. "Mr. Diesel, I'm so sorry. My husband was a little agitated just now." "Stop your bullshit. He splashed me with soup. I'm going to make him kneel in front of me today," Jake huffed angrily. Emma hurriedly turned around and said to Alex, "Hey, go out first, let me explain this to Mr. Diesel." "Forget about him, let's go." Alex extended his hand and tried to take Emma's hand. Instead, she frowned in dismay and pushed him away, saying in annoyance, "Mr. Diesel is the boss of Kotuk Enterprise. He is very influential in the construction industry in Oris Hill. He knows people, legal, and even the underworld. Never mind that I can't get his investment, but there are some things that you can't solve with just your strength. It's just a small company, I don't give a damn." "A small company?" Emma rolled her eyes, exasperated. In the civil engineering industry of Oris Hill, Kotuk Enterprise was ranked in the top 4. Its scale was much bigger than the Richard Group. Afraid that Alex might offend Mr. Diesel further, her face was icy as she said, "Alex, leave this to me. Go out and wait for me outside." Chapter